Graham from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're not a business opportunity, although within our nation, within our boundaries, we have different businesses which you can get involved in and generate income. We are, though, a nation, and we have our own social services, treasury. We're not for profit. Everything that comes in terms of cash goes out to the members one way or another, either in the infrastructure of our community or in direct payments. We also give all our members free handouts of our currency every month, and that is stockpiled to build wealth for the future for many generations to come, because that, as a nation, we have to plan for many generations to come, not just for a few weeks or months or even years. Anybody can become a citizen as long as you're of legal age. That's the only requirement. You just come in, prove you're a real person of legal age, and that's it. There's no fee. You don't have to get involved in anything. Anything that you do get involved in is totally optional. And there are ways that you can get involved in everything without putting your hand in your pocket. It takes a little bit more effort and a little bit more time than if you chuck a few dollars in, but it's an option and it's there for you. Okay. With that said, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over to We Share Abundance in a moment, because that's where we get most of the comments. And we do see comments in here in the app, but we can't put names to them in Facebook. So it's nice to be able to see who we're talking to. When you join, you will be regarded just as a human being. We don't pigeonhole you because of gender, color, class, creed, or anything else. Just a human being. We recognize that all our citizens are simply human beings, part of one big family of humanity, all interlinked and all unique, and so all of equal value. Okay, with that said, let's have a look at the chat section now and see who we have in here. We've got Lewis in from Portugal on YouTube. We have Toby Tawo from Nigeria on YouTube. We've got Deborah Nichols from Southern Alabama on YouTube as well. And I'm going to head now to Facebook. And I'll be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. If I can find Facebook, I will. Okay, here we go. And hopefully, here we go, the 29th of January, that's today. If I click to expand, we will get the comments section up. But before we do that, let's close the speakers off. And then we've got Richard in from Devon in the UK. Okay, we're going to get started in just a moment with a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life. And we're going to follow that with a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology we have, where we just see everybody as a human being. We all bleed the same color. We all have the same ups and downs and feelings. And deep down inside, we're all exactly the same. And part of that one big family, all linked together. We've also got Bazina in from Scotland. Happiness is what our prayer's about. It's what everybody wants to be. Everybody wants to be happy. But you can't buy it. You will get short-term pleasure sometimes from things that money can buy, but true happiness can only be found through loving service to others. And that is that lasting happiness that leaves you feeling totally contented. The great thing about it is everything that you want and need in life, when you make loving service your way of life, your mantra, everything you want and need in life will be attracted to you. You won't have to be chasing after it all the time, stressing out on how to get this, how to pay the rent, how to get that new house, how to buy a car, how to get more time with the kids, whatever it may be, it'll all just happen for you the more loving service you dedicate your life to. Okay, so that's what our little prayer's about. Then we'll have that affirmation, and then we'll get into what's been going on today. Right. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds that joy of service, and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, we've got Kingsley just popped in as well from Manchester, UK. So we're represented by Portugal, Nigeria, UK, Scotland, England, somewhere else. Oh, United States, of course, Deborah. So, and we have a lot of people that watch the replays, and that's fine. You're welcome. Whatever time of day it is when you're watching, whether it's now live, all different times of day for different people in different places, or whether it's replays, because I know that there's no time that's convenient for everybody. It doesn't matter what time we would pick. It would be good for some people and not for others. So we have all the replays available for all the time we've been around, which is getting on for 4 years now. It'll be 4 years in another 2 or 3 months. Right. I suppose that in itself is quite an achievement, because most websites come and go. They are around for sometimes weeks, sometimes months, very seldom that they're around for years. We're already 4 years. Very few websites last for 3 years. 3 years seems to be a critical sort of period of time, and they're really, most of them are gone within 3 years. It's over 90% don't last 3 years. We're into 4 years. We're going to be here for 400 years. We're going to be here for generations, not just for a short period of time, a lifetime, generations. Okay, right. Let's start off with the numbers, and then I won't forget to do them. In the last 24 hours, we have a net increase of 12 in our registered members to 41,696. Net increase because we remove people that haven't logged in for 2 months. We get a lot of those every day that we take out. And then we always have new registration, so it's a balance between the two. Our active member count is up by 15 to 4,436. Those are people that are logging in usually every day. And multiply Weezer, no change in the membership base, no change in the dollar value of the bonus pool, although we did get a few cents just for logging in and getting that revenue share. Right, Rohit is around, but he hasn't completed things and let me know what's going on at this stage. So we are waiting for him to get that done. He did say he would do it Monday, but I think he's probably got some personal issues. I know his wife has been on occasions hospitalized and things, so we'll bear with him, and well, we've got no choice anyway. But even if we had a choice, we would bear with him and let him get his personal life sorted out, and we will get that Share Hope plan going as soon as we can. Meanwhile, Devian has been on the 777 plan. It is almost complete. She had one or two queries that I'm hoping will be resolved with my input. It's all about how the commissions get paid. So it's important for you guys, I suppose, isn't it? Because after all, people join plans largely to make money. In an ideal world, they join for the products that are on offer, the benefits of the product. But the reality is that most people join for the commission structure. And we have a very, very powerful, in fact, the two plans that we're launching, the 777 and the Share Hope plan, I believe once they really get out there and people see them and understand them, I believe that they will be the foundation of change in the online marketing business going forward, because they are revolutionary, and we're going to change the fact that most people fail. Doesn't matter what you're in, you can join a multi-level marketing company, you can get involved in the in affiliate marketing, you can be a part of a passive income plan, and there is potential, I suppose, in all of these things for everybody to succeed, but the fact is that most people don't. Most people lose money, very few break even fewer make any significant income. It's, very small percentage of the people that get involved in plans usually that make a profit. With our plans, everybody will make a profit. Okay? It doesn't matter how experienced you are. Of course, if you're experienced and you're motivated and driven, and then yeah, you're going to make a lot of money and you're going to make it quickly. But if you are somebody that's new or lacks a bit of confidence at this stage, and never made any money before and things have always gone wrong, then this is your breakthrough. You're going to make money. If you're making money, that confidence is going to come. People are going to wonder, they're going to ask you, what are you doing? What's happening now? Because you're all of a sudden, you're not stressed out about cash anymore because you're making money. You see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you know where you're going. And you're going to tell people, this is what I'm doing. This is what I got involved in. And it's available to you now. And your life is going to change because you will have that confidence. You will have that courage. You will have that hope and strength to move forward in any direction that you choose. And that is what's more important in actual fact than the catch. Okay. We've got Andrew in from New Zealand as well. Hi there. Not seen you for a while, but I know you've been busy and doing your own things and things. So I know that the timing isn't always great for you, but it's good to see you. It's morning for Andrew, of course, being in New Zealand, and that's when he's most productive. He's a bit like me. He's a lark rather than an owl. There was a time, well, I've always been a morning person anyway, but I could go on and go through the night, and like you do when you're a kid, hardly any sleep, and you turn up for work the next day almost straight from where you've been partying, and you get through the day and it's all just one mad roller coaster. But those days have gone for me. I am still a morning person, and I know Andrew is as well. That's when I get my most work done, my best ideas, my most productive time. And then as the day goes on, I get less productive, and I'm usually in bed fairly early, read for a while, go to sleep, wake up very early, get my thoughts together, get up and get started again. So good to see you here anyway, Andrew, and there we go. Richard Atkins says, I've been there many times. I'm sure that is not the early to bed bit that I was talking about, but more the up all night and straight back into work and all that stuff. Yeah, I think most of us did at some stage. And we got Werner in as well from South Africa. Hi there. Okay, so we are very, very, very close to getting both of those programs launched. And as I say, they are going to be groundbreaking. And I was hoping that they would both be launched in January. But I think looking at where we are now, the 29th, they're both going to be launched in early February. Hopefully early, definitely February, but hopefully early February. They are very close. So that is, those are the main things. Once we get those up, running and out of the way, then we will get on to other things, you know, the Fund Miracles site, other programs, the Weezer tokens, the mole. The mole we need to get going because, and I've been looking at that and seeing what we can do there as well today. It's a bit of a challenge, but we will overcome. We will get there, and we will get it all sorted out. It would be better if we could just do it all from scratch ourselves, but I don't think that is going to be practical. It's going to take too long, so we'll get this temporary mole set up, and it won't have all the bells and whistles. It'll have very few bells and whistles. In fact, it might not even have a bell or a whistle, but it will serve its purpose in the fact that we will have products that people will be able to buy and use their discount vouchers and this sort of thing. Okay, your gift vouchers or credits or whatever we're going to call it. The thing I've been asked by our good friend Dave Cutler, and I say our good friend because he is a friend of everybody here. He's always gone out of his way to try and help the people from We Share Abundance. He's asked me to put a survey together. Or was it? I'm not sure whether it was Dave or Paul that brought it up, actually. I think it was Paul on Saturday. And I have got it put together and I'll be sending it out. It's very, very, very simple. I think there's only about 3 things to fill in, maybe 4. You don't need your name, you don't need your email, you don't need anything like that. Where have I put it? I think this is it. Yeah, all it's got your country. They need to know your country so that they can think about how they're going to deliver things to you. Prizes and gifts that you'd like to see in the auction site for your specific country. So based on your country and the things that you need. and how we're going to deliver those to you. I mean, it's you know, I'll have to put some sort of little instruction together to do it, and that's why I've not sent it out yet, because I didn't get the instructions done. But basically, the country is simple. You just put in your country. Things that you would like to see on the auction site is pretty simple. You can just put those in and separate them all with a comma. But when we talk about the easiest way to deliver, what they want to know is, if, for example, you need groceries, is there a convenient food chain or supermarket in your locality that we can arrange it with? Or are you in the sticks a bit where we'd have to arrange it with the corner shop type thing? That they need to know how they're going to do it. If you want a car, do you have a local dealership that you can use, and are they prepared to work with us, and this sort of thing? So that needs a little bit more explanation, and that's the third question. And then there's a box for the fourth, where we're just looking for situations or suggestions that you would like to see that would make things work better for your country. And that's it. There's only those four things in the survey. But it does need a bit of explanation for that third one, I think. Fourth one is stick in anything you want. I have made all of the fields required, so you will need to put something in there, even if it's no, there is nothing I can suggest, or but thanks, or whatever. You will need to put in something. So excuse me. So I will get that sent out. I'm not going to get it sent out tonight now. I'll get it sent out tomorrow. I did mention, I did send out something about the raffle earlier on, because admin won the raffle prize on Sunday, and so that just shook back in for this week. So this week's raffle prize is 200 as opposed to the usual 100, and hopefully that will get a few more people in. We only need the same number to break even, about 150 or something like that, because that 100 is carried over from last week, the extra 100. So if we can get a couple of 100 tickets, 250, 500, 400, 400 is the maximum we've got it set at. So it'd be lovely to get 400 tickets, and then we would have some profitability that we could buy some dog food for a shelter or something like that. Okay. Yeah, another thing I've been trying to do, and I got a bit defeated, I'm going to have to get some help from somebody, was putting the ShareHope token on PancakeSwap. And I thought I'd done it, but it's not there. And when I tried to redo it, I've got a spinning wheel. So I think I've got the system stuck somewhere. So I'm going to need some help from somebody on that. But it's not that important, but it is. You're going to get a better deal on our exchange, is what I'm saying. So it's better to use our exchange, but it just gives a bit of visibility to our token if it's available on PancakeSwap, and it just gives a bit more credibility. So that is that is why I spent a bit of time on that this morning. As I say, I thought, oh yeah, boom, I've got it cracked, but I hadn't. But I will. Okay. So that's where we are. That's where we're up to. Let's have a look at if I can find it again. The app. No. Yeah. And see if we've got any questions in from anybody. I know we had 3 people in at least on YouTube. We had Lewis and Toby and Deborah. And we got Usman there as well from Nigeria. And I'm scrolling down to see if we've got any questions there. It doesn't look like we have. One other thing that I was toying with, I don't know whether it's a good idea or not really. No, I'm not even going to bring it up. Okay. Somebody here says in Facebook, let me get back to Facebook. Here we go. Werner says, I need a description how the 777 works in short. I'm promoting it like crazy. In short, it's a single payment plan, Werner. There are 7 phases. If you like, 7 levels. If people are used to calling them cycles, 7 cycles, you can call it whatever you want. But there's like 7 independent plans, all in the same plan. If you are working your way through, once you have 7 people in each plan, each phase, it will pay you into the next phase. So that's another 7 for you. So if you get in at $5, which is the minimum, and you introduce 7 people at $5, it will pay you into phase 2. And those people that you have referred in phase 1, plus the people that they refer that get passed up to you, because it's a pass-up plan, will follow you through. However, if they join phases before you, if they are quicker in recruiting, or they pay their way into phases 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, they can't follow you into phase 2. Now, eventually, you will get people following you through as you get into the different phases, but you're going to lose out on a lot of people while you're getting into that phase. So, in a nutshell, it's 7 phases. They all double in value. So it starts at $5, the next one is $10, the next one is $20, the next one is $40, and so on. The commissions are 80%. So you get 80%. So if it's $5, you get $4 for each person in your pay line. Positions 2, 3, and 4 do not carry any commissions. Positions 2 and 4 get passed up to your sponsor. Position 3 you retain and you get pass ups from that position. But the position 3 in every phase goes to provide free positions for people. Everybody gets at least 2 free positions, and those 2 free positions drive the plan, because those 2 free positions go, if they're not recruiting anybody, if they're not doing anything, those 2 positions go into position 2 and 3. One of them is passed up to your sponsor. One of them creates a free position for somebody else. The only exception to what I've told you is position 1. The only way that can be filled is through a personal introduction, and you get the full 100% commission on that. So if you come in at $5 or $15 or $35 or $75 or whatever it is, no matter, and based on the number of places you come in at, let's suppose you come in at $75. That's position 1, 2, 3, and 4. Most people are in at 4 or 5. But just taking that as an example, then you go out and introduce somebody that comes in at the same 1, 2, 3, and 4. You've got your money back. because you get 100% in position 1, 2, 3, and 4 for that first place in all of those phases. From there on, you can only make profit. If you've introduced people who are passive, don't want to do things, don't want to pass people up, don't want to, don't like it because it's pass up or whatever else, but they're in, that is where most of these plans fail. Ours will not fail, because even with just that one pass up, that position 2, it will mean that everybody that you introduce is passing people up to you. And when they get passed up to you, they're going to pass people up to you, and they're going to pass people up to you. And eventually, every 7 days, every pay line, I can't guarantee 7 days. 7 days is a minimum. Once again, that's another 7. Every pay line you have will have a new commission, a minimum of 7 days. It could be 10 days. It could conceivably be 30 days, but it's unlikely. It's probably going to be between 7 and 10 days. You're going to get a commission off every pay line that you have. The more pay lines you have in the more phases, the more money you're going to make. Get into all 7 phases if you can, because if somebody joins in all 7 phases down below you, and there are people that are only in phases 3 or 5 or 4 or whatever, those others are going to get passed up to you. There is a more comprehensive explanation on the website. I'm not sure. I think it comes under 777. Let me see if I can find the menu bar on the website. What does it say? Powerline Share Hope. Maybe it's not there, I don't think, is it? We need to put it in there. Let me just have a look what it is. I think it's 777. Let's see what comes up there. Yeah, there is. It's 777-2. I'll put that in the chat for you, but I need to add that into the menu. It's not in the menu there. I thought it was. I've lost Facebook now. Where are we? Here, I think. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure whether this is going to come through. You can let me know if that does show for you guys. It shows for me, but I don't know whether it will show for you people. But that is the page where it's got the description on it. I don't think the video is that long. It's 22 minutes, the video, and it explains it pretty comprehensively. So there you go. Now I've lost. Here we go. I want to put this in the in the app as well for the people on YouTube and Twitch. Okay. Yeah, well, just tell them that simply put, even if they do nothing, they're going to make a profit. Okay, that's it in a nutshell. Also tell them the more phases they're in, the faster they will move. But you can get started for just $5. Okay. and that's it. They have the option because they will get placements from the 3 positions. Let me find Facebook again. They will get placements from the 3 positions. And they will have the option to put in people that they choose into those positions. But if they don't do it in 24 hours, we'll put somebody in there for them anyway. So they're going to get people into their business. Position 2 is the first one they'll get. They won't get any commission for it because it will be passed up to you because you've referred them. So that is the first person that they get from the free entries if they're not doing anything themselves. It's going to take a minimum of 30 days. There's 30 days in between receiving a free entry. So there's a minimum of 30 days after they've got that first position, and that would go into their position 3. And they're still not going to see any money because position 3 doesn't pay them anything, but they retain that pay line. And whoever goes into that position, if they refer somebody within the first 7 days, boom, it goes up to them anyway. And that's when they see their first commission. It'll go into position 5 in their pay line, and they'll get $4 for it. If they've not referred anybody, that person that is in their position 3, they're going to get a free position anyway in 7 days, or a minimum of 7 days. It could take longer. It's random. It depends on how many positions we've got available. But I think we will always have positions available, but I can't guarantee that. So it could be a little bit longer. But they're still going to get somebody placed in there that's going to be passed up to them. Once they've got that position 5, that person in position 5, once again, is going to get somebody in their position 2, which is going to be passed up to them. So they're going to get somebody else, another $4. And that person is going to, in 7 days, get somebody in their pay line that's going to get passed up to them. They're going to get another $4. And of course, I'm talking $4 because we're talking about phase 1. But every phase is doubled. So in phase 2, $4 becomes 8. In phase 3, $8 becomes $16, and so on. So that's as easy as I can make it. It's if you want to be really, really easy, say, okay, you get in. If you refer, you'll move quicker. But if you don't refer, you're going to make a profit anyway. But we can't guarantee the length of time that it will take. But you should start seeing commissions within the first couple of months. Okay? And that's about as much as you can really say if people don't understand it. Okay. I hope that's helped you, Werner. Once people start getting paid from it, I mean, once we get that launch, which it's fairly close now, I don't think we're going to get it done in January. We might get it done this week, but I think it's more likely to be early next week. But once we get that launched and people start getting commissions coming out, then I've always told people, you know, when I built some very big, in the past, very big network marketing organizations. And way back before the internet, you know, 1980 and so on, it was pretty new for most people. Most people didn't understand it. And I just said to people, don't worry about the pay plan, it works if you do. Just go out and refer other people and tell them the same. And when you've made a commission, just show people that you made money. Okay? And that is the easiest thing to do, is to say, look, don't worry about the pay plan. The pay plan works if you do. In our case, the pay plan will work even if you don't, but it will take you longer. You've just got to be patient. And once you've got some payments that you've made, just show people, say, look, that's what I made today. Whether it's $4 or whether it's $8, whether it's $100, it doesn't matter. Just, $4, $5. A lot of people have never made $1. And the people that have made $1 have usually cost them $20 to make it. They've not made a profit. So keep it very, very, very simple. Don't try and explain pay plans to people that don't understand them. Anybody that understands it, they'll pick it up like that anyway. Anybody that doesn't, just say, look, don't worry about it. Just go out and refer people. You'll make money faster. Okay? Right. And anybody that's not interested, don't try and convince them either. Just say, okay, no big deal. Do you want me to come back to you and show you my income in the future or not? And if they say no, say, okay, you can cross them off your list. And if they say, well, yeah, if you want, then okay, go back to them when you've made your first $50, $10, whatever it may be that you think would be good. Okay? Right. Where am I going now? I'm going back to the app if I can find it. I have to be careful where I go because, the sound has probably not been good because, once again, I didn't have this where it should have been. So I apologize for that. But we are finishing now. But I get to hold the mic now like the trouble is, if I put it here, it's in the way all the time. And then I put it out of the way under there and nobody can hear what I'm saying. So I hope the sound's been good enough for everybody anyway. That's it from me. For today, I will be back same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And do what you can. Do what Werner is doing and get out there and promote it. You won't regret it. They'll not only be in the 777 plan, but they'll automatically be in the power line because everybody that joins is in the power line. And once they're in the power line, they're going to start getting messages saying, oh, somebody below you in the power line's just upgraded. You better get in quick, otherwise you'll miss them. You'll lose that commission forever. And they're going to go, what's this? And they're going to come on to you and say, hey, I've just got a message saying I'm going to lose a commission. What do I do? And you say, okay, it's easy. You whack $10 in now before the cutoff date, and you're in, and you'll capture that commission. So they're going to get in there as well automatically. So if you're promoting the 777 plan and people are coming into that single payment, they're still going to get those messages from the power line because they're automatically going to go into that power line, and they're going to keep getting these messages. Oh, somebody else has just upgraded. They could get several messages in a day about people below them upgrading. And they might have only come in a week ago, and yet they can, boom, jump up above 40,000 people and get in at the top. So that's going to be quite powerful anyway. So get out there, go the extra mile, follow Werner's example, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, be Weezer Warriors, and I'll see you later, alligator. I look professional now, don't I? In a wild crocodile. I don't know what this thing's for. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah. In a wild crocodile. Woo.